I love that this is the extent to which It is a well-known fact that lasers make everything better. And fun fact, our merch is actually made entirely of lasers. Although, I may have found an exception to this rule, peripherals. Because I am willing to bet money that in these 3 little boxes, I have the worst gaming peripheral set ever. And they all use lasers as a pretty central part of their marketing. Now, unfortunately, the only part of the peripheral setup that we're missing here is laser-based headphones, but I don't think we have that technology yet. Now today, we've got a whole gaming setup made of lasers, starting with a laser projector that we're gonna use as a display. Next up, we've got the very minimalistly designed laser keyboard. And then finally, we have a weirdly gamer aesthetically laser mouse pad, which I can't imagine is gonna work very well, but it does look cool. It is called the Odin, and it is apparently the world's first laser mouse, which has a BC award. I wonder if that's one of those buy one get one free award kind of deals that you get. But with that, let's start off with the keyboard, which yeah, it actually looks like it's modeled on an old iPhone. But before we have a look at it, let's see what accompanying stuff it comes with. You pretty much just get a very short micro USB cable. Considering that it's something as high tech as a laser keyboard, I'd expect it to use USB Type-C, but you know, whatever. Oh, it is so tiny. It's designed to be portable, and it is definitely portable. The build quality is very dollar store electronics feeling. There is a lot going on this front fascia. It looks like there's 2 cameras here, and then I'm assuming that's the laser projector up here that actually like beams the keyboard onto your desk. And then there's what looks like another sensor down here. On the bottom, it's got a very exciting laser warning. But yeah, other than the huge amount of sensors on the front, there's not much else going on. So let's move over to the Odin. Ooh, this is like Apple level unboxing experience we've got going here. Oh my god, that thing looks awful. But before we get into that, let's see what's in this little pouch. So this is actually quite interesting. I can imagine that the laser keyboard works in a similar way. It seems like there's multiple infrared sensors that they can kind of cross-reference the position of your fingers and stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited to see if this works well. Wow, that build quality. What's quite funny about the appearance of it is this way around, it looks like a menacing AI that's about to betray your entire life. But if you turn it around, it becomes like a sad transformer. Look at that. But at least it's nice and portable. Although I think that this would just be such a humiliating thing to use in public. Like imagine you see somebody with like a fully laser setup in like a Starbucks. Next up, we have the AnyBeam MEMS laser scanning projector. Ooh, now this AnyBeam's laser projector was significantly more expensive than the other two. And yeah, it feels better made. In terms of rear I/O, again, we don't have USB 3.1 Type-C, which is a complete outrage, but we do have an HDMI port and a headphone jack. On this side, we've got a little rocker button that you use to control the on-screen menu, I guess, and then we have a very confidence-inspiring little speaker. And then finally on the bottom, we have a 1/4-20 jack with another awesome laser warning. Other than that, in the box, you don't get anything. So you don't get any of the cables that you need to get this thing started, or any form of stand for it. So you do need to figure that out yourself. So I guess this is how we're starting off with the setup. I don't really have any framework of reference for like how big the thing is gonna beam and like what surface it wants. So I started off with a mouse pad. I feel like that makes sense somehow. I don't know. The same thing goes for the little projector. I don't know what its throw distance is or anything, so I'm just kind of pointing it at the wall, hoping that it'll work here. I have discovered a couple of ergonomic problems. So these don't have any grip on the base. so they very easily just slide around, so I don't know how stable they're gonna be on any surface. But yeah, let's power it up and see if any of this stuff works even reasonably well. Is that it? Is that as bright as it goes? Let's just adjust it. Let's adjust it. So in the marketing material, they say that this can go up to 100 inches across. Well, I think you'd have to be very, very far away from the wall for that to be the case. So they say that it's always in focus, and I think what they meant by that is it's never in focus, because like it's so blurry. The texture of just rubbing on the mouse pad feels super weird. Is this on? Is this supposed to be doing anything? Maybe it's like the mouse pad? Okay, so it's been my entire life, but I've actually been able to set all of the stuff up to work. Now, I think what we need to do here is test our skills and play in a lobby with actual human beings. I think that's gonna go very well. Oh, okay, so I can just tap to shoot. And then... how do I... No way! It doesn't register a continued key press. So you can't just click and hold to walk. It only registers the key press when you lift off the surface. So that's about how you can move. Ah! Did I hit them? Hey, I actually almost killed that guy. And that noise isn't distracting at all. I'm gonna have to figure something else out, because this is... I love that this is the extent to which... Wait, no, there has to be a setting that I can change. Maybe in-game. Because that is ridiculous. That is genuine. No, do you know what? Honestly, screw this. I'm gonna switch over to a monitor. That is too horrible. No, I tap out. Like, I'm sorry. That. Like, God, that's way too awful. Now, after rage quitting on that terrible little projector, which somehow on camera actually looks better than in person, if you can believe that. Just the biggest waste of $230 ever. But anyway, after I rage quit on that projector, I spent ages trying various setting configurations to see if I can find some usable configuration for CSGO. That didn't work. I actually eventually had my account banned because I got kicked from so many matches. After that, I went into GTA 5 to see if I could make that playable somehow, and this happened. It's like Franklin is suffering a seizure. Come on, dude, you can make it out the door. Come on, we can... After another pretty spectacular failure, I did some research, and apparently Skyrim has a walk toggle button so that you can cover long distances in game without flaring up your wanker's cramp. So I decided to install that and give it a try. Okay, I may have loaded in the middle of the fight, but that's fine. There we go, see, there we go, we're moving in a video game. And then every time I need to stop, I just press C. Look at that, this is, ow, spiders! It can only register one input at a time. Oh, this is, the bow does not work very well. Okay, so we've equipped that. Now I can like run around and hopefully smack some spiders. I think I missed it. Let me quickly, oh, the paper, I've bent the paper. Oh, something, no, just turn around, why am I, oh, I'm stuck, I need to run away again. This is honestly completely unusable. Like, okay, there we go. There we go, frostbite spider, you're gonna smack the thing. Okay, I'm gonna just stand still, turn around, and just fight it. Smack it! Okay, this is hardly what I'd call responsive on any level. Just hit the... Okay, now I'm gonna toggle... Run! Damn it! going into this video, I had a strong feeling that these were going to be terrible, but they ended up being so much worse than I thought they were going to be. Like Nintendo Virtual Boy bad. Now I know that they aren't really marketed for gamers, aside from arguably the little laser projector, but even for their intended use case, they are infuriating to use. Genuinely can't imagine a worse peripheral setup than this. Which brings me to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please do like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. And until the next video, bye bye.